So what advice do you have for young professionals who are looking to build their skills and their careers, as well as more seasoned professionals who are looking to update their skills and continue to stay relevant in the future?
Yeah, great question. And, I have a son who's gone to university, and he was asking me the same question, how do I put my best foot forward? And I told him that, in my day, when I was putting CVs together for myself, I would be told that, you should try and keep it really concise. And I think one should keep things concise. If you can say things in a shorter, if you get your message across in a shorter amount of time and less words, it's better. It means you've really thought about it. But I think that one of the things that traditionally CVs have done is that in the struggle to keep things short, people leave their hobbies to like one line on the CV, and the rest of it is full of all the stuff that you can do, thinking that that's the most important thing. In my mind, going forward, is that one line captures who you really are, who you are as a person. That line is the line that one needs to expand. That's your power skill. Because all the other stuff is going to be codified, automated. Anyone can do that. It's what makes you, the fact that you collect stamps, or you like rollerblading, or the fact that you're an actor, or the fact that brings you and your individual personality. And that's what organizations are going to look for. And your values as well. We're going to come out of that piece, not out of the fact that you know how to do a trial balance and a balance sheet. That's a given. That's table stakes. And you're coming out of a university or school or an apprenticeship. That's given. If I want to take risk off the table, I want to look at that one line and see if that one line is bigger than one line, and the guys or girls got confidence to make that a paragraph and say, that's me. I think that's the first thing I would say, because that's what people are looking for. They want to take risk off the table. You've got to have the prerequisites, but who are you? And I think that's super important. The second piece of advice I would give is, if you're talent, then you have choice, not the company. The way the world is right now, the company sits behind a desk, the guy comes in, he's dressed in a suit, or the girl comes in looking really smart, and the company sits there and prods questions at the individuals, try and suss them out. And they're trying to take risk off the table to say who's the best candidate for them. But actually, the best candidate is the one that's really scrutinizing the company, saying, is this the company that I want to be associated with? Is this the company that looks after its P&L and its people and the planet the way I want them to? Is it focused in the areas that I feel important about? So I think you're going to see a shift happen where talent says, okay, if you want me, why are you doing that in that country? Why did this happen over here? And organizations, and because technology makes all this transparent now, it's open for everyone to see. And that's why I'm saying, is it a social agenda or a social responsibility? So I think my advice to people starting off, university grads, is, improve on your power skills, develop those. That's what makes you the person that you are. They're the things that people will look for in the future. Secondly, ask questions about the companies that you want to work for. Identify what's important to you and see if you can search for it in the organizations. And then you'll have much more context when you're talking to them about why you're the right person for that organization. I would do that. If you're midway through your career, you need a mentor. I'm super lucky. I had Ross Perot was a mentor. He said one day, Sunil, everyone calls you Dr. No because you're the finance guy. You keep saying no to everybody. You need to know what it's like to say yes. So I'm going to ask you to move into the sales department. It wasn't me waking up one morning and saying I want to work in sales. It was my leader who turned around and said, you don't know what it's like, how hard it is, what life is like in the sales department, because you're sitting there in finance just saying no to everything. And you don't realize these guys have been working so hard. So you start as a sales guy and you make it work there. Let's see how you do. And that sense of leadership and mentoring drove me further. So I would say, for those in the middle of their career, search out a leader, learn about them, get to know them. If you can't get to know them, read about them, find out how they're moving, and learn that from the new stream of leaders that are coming out that seem to have figured out directionally where we're going, because like we said earlier, we don't really know yet, but directionally that seems to be the right thing, the things that you can empathize with, and wrap yourself around those folks and see how they go and learn from that. And I would say that. And then finally, I would say, we are in a world of continuous learning. There are organizations that continue to support people in their late, 60s, 70s in learning. I learn every single day and I love it, and that's what makes, the amount of learning I've had to do in the last year is phenomenal. It's great. And I think that have a learning mindset. Things are moving super fast. We have a chance to make a difference, and each and every one of us. So I would say that.